We need to talk.
Hello. The Acolyte's ending explained. Did the Sith Lord finally appear? The first live-action return to the High Republic era of Star Wars has come to a close with the finale of The Acolyte. The Amanda Stenberg-led series investigated the rise of the Sith and the dark side following years of effective Jedi governance. The Jedi's recent dominance may not last, according to the climax. Here's everything you need to know about The Acolyte, Episode 8's finale. Star Wars, High Republic era, everything you need to know about the Acolyte timeline. How did the Acolyte end? May discovers the truth about Sol slaying the witch coven who reared her, and Osha senses her sister killing her former master without a weapon, as Khmer desired. It was a race back to Brendok. As is often the case, the four were separated, with Khmer and Sol engaging in another well-choreographed fight scene in the same courtyard where the Jedi had killed Mother Anasaya, Jodie Turner-Smith, 16 years prior. Meanwhile, May was attempting to persuade Osha, who had been duped by Sol for years about their mother's death. Soon, everyone was fighting. Sol had gained the advantage in his combat with Khmer, but just as he was about to strike the Sith down, May emerged and disarmed the Jedi Knight. Instead of killing her as Khmer desired, May hurled his saber away, smashing the kyber crystal within and instructing Sol to disclose the truth. He does so, but not before attempting to spin it as his doing the right thing, because May and Osha aren't sisters, they are the same person. Mother Anisea was able to generate life on Brendok by tapping into the vergence of the Force, a technique that many Star Wars fans are familiar with. Sol's admission to killing Anisea is overheard by Osha, and instead of listening to his pleas, Osha finally learns how to kill a Jedi without a weapon, a skill we've all witnessed before. As is often the case, she uses the Force to suffocate Sol to death, turning his lightsaber's kyber crystal from blue to crimson. While everything was going on, Vernestra, Rebecca Henderson, came onto the planet. Her Jedi begin their search for the sisters, as she discovers Sol's body and feels Khmer, whom she is surprised to learn is alive. The twins managed to flee outside of the Coven's fortress, but they didn't go far before Khmer discovered them. The Jedi were closing in on them, and in order to protect May, Osha agreed to leave with Khmer and train on the dark side, in exchange for him erasing her memory of both of them. He complied, and the Jedi discovered May, but did not learn anything from her. The season concluded with Vernestra lying to the Senate and the rest of the Jedi Council. She laid all of the blame for the incident squarely at Sol's feet. She makes no mention of the twins or Khmer's detection. She does, however, beg May for assistance in tracking down the two, who are seen off-duty ready to train together, before finally turning to Jedi Master Yoda with a request to speak one-on-one. What is the Force's magnitude? Sol stated in the final episode that Osha and May are the same person. Mother Anasea created life from nothing using a vergence of the Force on Brendok, which explains why the rest of the Coven held them in such regard. A Force vergence is a highly powerful but naturally occurring concentration of Force. This frequently results in strong encounters with the Force in these places. Other locations in the canon with vergences include the Jedi Temple on Coruscant and the planet Jedha, which was mined to make the Death Star and ultimately destroyed in Rogue One. In Empire Strikes Back, Luke enters a cave on a dark side. Why is kyber crystal bleeding? Osha killed Sol with a Force choke while holding his fractured lightsaber, causing an occurrence known as bleeding. Bleeding a kyber occurs when a dark side user bends the crystal to their will while channeling powerful dark side energy. She does, however. Osha's ability to achieve this is not positive news for her future. A Force user can also clean a bleeding kyber crystal. Most notably, Ahsoka Tano cleaned 2 bled crystals, resulting in her white lightsabers. Unanswered questions from Season 2. There was a lot settled in the Season 1 conclusion, but it's apparent Disney wants to continue The Acolyte. The show has not been formally renewed for Season 2. Here are the most important questions that remain unanswered. Who was the man inside the cave? The most pressing question is, who is watching Khmer and Osha leave for Brendok at the beginning of the episode? Gnarled hands, frightening crimson eyes, and a black cowl make it difficult not to assume it's Darth Plagueis. That theory gained popularity after it was revealed that Osha and May were brought to life from nothing via the Force, which we learned was Plagueis' specific focus and expertise in revenge. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you, Palpatine says to Anakin in Episode the 3rd. This is a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis, a powerful and intelligent Dark Lord of the Sith, was able to harness the Force to generate life from midichlorians. He was so aware of the evil side that he could even keep the people he cared about from dying. He goes on to say, he became so powerful that the only thing he was afraid of was losing it, which he eventually did. Unfortunately, he told his trainee everything he knew. Then, while he was sleeping, his apprentice killed him. It's ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself. So the true issue is, Sid, will we see Plagueis, and is Khmer a young Palpatine and the apprentice who killed him? What is Khmer's connection to the Knights of Ren? The Acolyte clearly wants us to see a connection between Khmer and Kylo Ren. Not only does his entire appearance, from his attire to his helmet to his fighting technique, evoke the Knights of Ren, an elite troop of dark side warriors, but motifs from Kylo Ren's theme from the sequel film series appear several times while he is on screen. How are Vernestra and Khmer connected? It appears that Vernestra had previously trained Khmer. Vernestra is ancient, but Khmer has repeatedly intimated that he is considerably older than he appears. Also, the marks on his back appear to be from Vernestra's lightsaber whip. What exactly is Yoda's role? We barely glimpse the back of Yoda's head in Episode 8, but it appears that he may play a larger role in a potential second season. At this point, it's unclear how he fits into the series. Thank you for watching.